Traders, welcome to this week's analysis and update from the 17th of April to the 21st of April 2021. This week we'll be discussing the Euro USD, the British Pound USD, USD Japanese Yen, Australian Dollar USD, New Zealand Dollar USD and gold. As always, a quick disclaimer, today's analysis is for educational purposes only. All views and information is of my own opinion and should not be taken as investment advice. Forex is a high risk, high reward business and you should never trade with money you cannot afford to lose. That being said, traders, let's get into this week's analysis. Okay, traders, we'll start with the Euro USD. Our bias remains bullish as long as price stays above key support here at 119.880 level. You can see here this is the support area, which was the thrust to price bouncing off recent resistance up here at 121.780 last Monday and Tuesday through these two bearish candles here, bearish tail candles. So there's been no recent price action, traders, so nothing for us to do here. But in moving forward, we're simply waiting for a retracement, a deeper pullback into either 120.570 support or 119.880 support, and we'll retarget clearly 121.780. Should we get a close above here, traders, then of course on the daily time frame that will open up 122.424 area up here. Likewise, we could expect the sales to come back in at this area and have a pullback, a retrace back into this support zone somewhere in here. That's what we're waiting to do. Should in fact that happen, traders, and we get a confirmed close below this and not just a false break below 119.880, then that would nullify our bullish bias, and we may look to be taking a bearish stance. But at this stage, traders, we are looking for a deeper retrace into this support zone somewhere here to retarget 121.780 levels initially. But nothing to do right now. It's just a matter of wait for a deeper retracement to allow us to buy on weakness. Traders, next up we have the British Pound USD. Not much to talk about here as we're in the market, but we were waiting for price to print or structure to form into a better looking bullish structure. You can see we have that here, traders. Series of higher highs, higher lows, low, higher high, or high, higher low, higher high, higher low, where price is now looking to bounce off previous resistance. Turned localized support around this 14008 area, which in fact, as you know, we entered the market based upon a pullback into this area through this reverse bullish pin bar here. Not the cleanest bullish pin bar you've ever seen in your life, traders, but nevertheless, given the fact we have higher highs, higher lows, we do have a bullish pin bar pulled back at a key event area being previous resistance. As long as the support area, it's very obvious, remains intact, then of course our trade is in good stance. But for now, traders, there's nothing for us to do. We do have a good bullish structure now that price has broken out of this consolidation range, or trading this range zone it was trading in between 14008 resistance and 136695 support. So it's just a matter of wait and see how this plays out, traders. Should in fact we get a deep pullback and price break through here and take us out, that won't bother us. We'll wait for a pullback, a deeper retrace into this key support here at 138.210, provided we get a buy signal, price action buy signal, and then we'll retarget initially 14008 and then potentially 142.350 in due course. But for now, traders, nothing to do. It's looking fine. It's just a matter of wait and see whether this area here continues to act as support. And if it does, then of course that will expose our take profit of 142.350. Thank you, traders. Here we have the USD Japanese Yen. We can see that price surged last week after the formation of this inside bar structure here. The high of this upward thrust, if you will, took out the close. This upward thrust took out the high of the bearish pin bar that printed at 109.340 resistance through here, invalidating the bearish pin bar. So traders, in moving forward, we are looking for a price action signal. We're looking for a retrace back into the zone of this inside bar structure above 108.400 support. We're looking for a price action buy signal somewhere within the zone of this inside bar structure above support here and we'll target 109.840 area initially, and a close above 109.840 would clearly expose 110.960 areas. Should in fact traders price completely capitulate and we get a close below 107.465 support, this is key support event area, then of course we wouldn't want to be taking a long position or a long bias on this pair. But for now, traders, once again, waiting for a pullback into the zone of this inside bar structure and a price action buy signal within this structure above support here. Bullish pin bar would be lovely, reverse bullish pin bar, but whatever the case, should we get a price action buy signal, we'll enter long, target 109.844 and then potentially 110.960 areas. Trades here, we have the Australian dollar, US dollar. You can see, as I mentioned previously, we had this massive inside bar structure form just here, traders, over a week ago. That inside bar structure, you could see here, price tried to close below the low of the mother bar, only to fail, to collapse back up on itself, and then produced an inline bullish pin bar, which completed the inside bar structure. Since then, of course, that was the catalyst for the push back up into previous resistance at 78475 before the sellers come back in, false break through here, printing a tailed bearish candle. And then last Wednesday, traders, this very violent, very aggressive sell-off here, back into the range of this inside bar structure here. For me, traders, given the fact that there's such a violent sell-off here, I'm taking a more conservative approach on this pair and looking to enter upon a further sell-off, if you will, a further pullback. So moving forward, traders, ideally, I'd be looking for a price action buy signal somewhere from key support here through this area at 76210 area, or even down here at 75630 area, should in fact that present itself. And if that be the case, then obviously we would retarget 78475 or certainly 78150. Of course, that's all yet to play out. But traders, I did have a limit order based upon this structure here, a buy limit order. I've now cancelled that buy limit order given the fact we've had this very violent sell-off, and we'll just see what happens over the course of this trading week. But I am expecting, well, potentially a further pullback at least into this support. Now, of course, if we get a very well-defined price action buy signal at this support, it would have to be in the form of a reverse bullish pin bar or a bullish sucker setup, then we'll enter. But ideally, as I said, we want to enter somewhere around in this support zone here between 76210 and 75630 area to allow us to buy on weakness and give us a better bang for our buck and a safer position for our stop loss placement, given once again this very violent sell-off here. So anyway, traders, as the market changes daily, so do our bias or our analysis. So that's the reason why I'm simply waiting now for a further pullback on the Aussie dollar USD to potentially take a long position. Next up, we have the New Zealand dollar US dollar. We can see just over 2 weeks ago, price printed this bearish sucker setup just here. Mother bar, inside bar, reverse bearish pin bar at resistance, previous resistance 72672, all through here. That was the catalyst for the pullback back into this area down through here. And since then, of course, the bulls came back in the market and creating finding resistance once again at previous resistance at 73047, creating this resistance zone between 73153 and 73047. Traders, in moving forward, we're looking for one of two things to happen here. We are potentially, now that price is pulling back into the zone of this bearish sucker setup, if we get a price action sell signal somewhere between this resistance zone and resistance here, price is still initially trading in a long-term sideways movement, traders, between 73153 resistance and 69444 support. So until we get a close above here, we are not in an uptrend per se. But in the short-term view, traders, we are looking to take advantage of a pullback, as I said, back into somewhere into the range of this bearish sucker setup. If we get a price action sell signal on the daily, excuse me, we will consider taking a short entry and we'll retarget somewhere back down here, potentially through this area here, traders. It just depends on what price tells us, on what risk to reward we can get. Alternatively, should we not get a sell signal and price capitulate and we get a buy signal somewhere around here or in this support through here at 71050, that would be lovely if it was a reverse bullish pin bar or bullish sucker setup. Then we would consider taking a long position given the fact that this is a key support event area here. So nothing to do, traders, but we will have a potential opportunity to either short or long this pair given the fact it's still trading within a broader range bound zone. Thank you, traders. Traders, here we have gold. We can see that last week price printed this bullish pin bar at was previous resistance at 1816, which failed. It was invalidated by the bearish candle the very next day. So traders, for me, what we're looking for is a deep pullback into this key support area here. I'll discuss these other areas in a moment, but 1755 traders is the key area and is also the best area to define our risk. It's at this area where price began to take off essentially, and gold likes to pull back to key event areas, traders, historically. If you zoom out of your charts, look left to right, you'll see gold likes to pull back to key event support or resistance areas. This area here, traders, at 1816, for me, if we get a pullback back into this area, I probably won't be taking a long position at this stage, at this area, because it just hasn't proven itself to be a significant support event area just yet. So in moving forward, traders, I'm looking for a pullback into around this 1784 support. Again, this is a valid support area. If you zoom out of your charts, you'll see this area is a valid support area. However, in the short term, keep your eye on price action around the 1755, traders. Should we get a buy signal at this area here, then we're taking a long position every day of the week. This is the key area. Having said that, traders, if we get a buy signal between support 1784, 1755, we'll consider it on its merits. But for me, the 1755 is key. But of course, that's all yet to play out. So I'm not interested in doing anything with gold at the moment. We can realistically expect the sells to come back in at 1855. If you get a sell signal there, that'd be up to you. That'd be a counter trend trade. I'm not interested in shorting gold at this stage. Again, I'm looking for a deeper retrace into this support here. Not very interested at 1816, or more importantly, back down to 1755 to allow us to once again buy on significant weakness. And this is the best place to define our risk as well. So traders, nothing to do. We'll just be patient and wait for a pullback, as I said, back into a key support area, either here or here, to take advantage of this short-term uptrend. Cheers.